There's a quiet fear that lives in leadership. It is not the fear of failure. It is the fear of being replaced. And yet, the most successful leaders I have known all share one trait. They prepare their organizations to succeed without them. Today's episode is about successions and legacy, and why leadership is not measured by how long you stay, but by what survives you. No matter how important your role feels, leadership is always temporary. Titles change, organizations evolve, markets move on. But many leaders behave as if they are permanent. They keep decision-making close, they limit exposure, they surround themselves with followers instead of leaders. And without realizing it, they build organizations that depend on them rather than organizations built to last. That kind of leadership feels powerful in the moment, but it is fragile by design. One of the most overlooked responsibilities of leadership is succession. Not because it is unimportant, but because it requires humility. Your duty as a leader is to make sure the bench is always full. Not just for emergencies, and not just to check a governance box, but to safeguard the continuity of the company and its future. That means hiring great talent. It also means identifying potential leaders early on. And it means coaching them deliberately. And it means giving them real responsibilities. This is not optional. It is leadership at its most responsible. Throughout my career, I made a conscientious choice. I would build leaders, not followers. I deliberately hired people who were strong in their domains, people who could challenge me, and people who had the potential to one day replace me. That did not weaken my position. It actually strengthened the organization. Because leadership is not about control, it is about multiplication. When you surround yourself with capable people, the organization grows faster than you ever could if you were alone. Many leaders resist succession planning for one simple reason: fear. The fear of losing relevance, the fear of becoming replaceable, the fear that someone else will take their place sooner than expected. So they delay, they centralize decisions, they keep knowledge to themselves. But here is the truth. If the organization cannot function without you, the leadership model is broken. Strong leaders do not protect their seat. They strengthen the system. Coaching future leaders is not about giving instructions. It is about giving exposure. I brought high potential leaders into strategic discussions, into difficult trade-offs, into crisis moments, and discussions with real consequences. I wanted them to understand not just what decisions were made, but why they were made. Because judgment is learned through experience, not theory. Over time, those leaders developed confidence, perspective, and certainly maturity. They became capable of leading without me. Eventually, some of the leaders I coached took over the helm. And I say this clearly, that was not a threat. That was the outcome I had been preparing for. The organization continued, the culture endured, and performance remained strong. That is what success looks like. Leadership is not proven by how hard you are to be replaced. It is proven by how smooth the organization transitions without you. Succession does not happen by accident. It must be intentional and it must be structured. That means identifying high potential talent early on, creating development path, rotating responsibilities, measuring leadership behaviors, not just results, and making succession part of governance and culture. This is not a nice to have. It is one of the most responsible acts of leadership. So, what are the lessons learned? Number one, great leaders plan for their absence. They build systems, teams, and successors strong enough to thrive without their constant presence. Number two, strong leaders create independence, not dependency. They empower others to think, decide, and lead, knowing the organization must never rely on one single individual. Number three, legacy is built through people, not titles. Your impact is measured by the leaders you leave behind, not the position you once held. And number four, your true success is what continues after you're gone. If the company grows, adapts, and leads well in your absence, you have done your job. Leadership is not about staying forever. It is about leaving something that lasts. And when you can walk away, knowing the company is in capable hands, that is the highest form of success. Thank you for listening to Through the Journey. Every story shared is a reminder that growth never stops. And that's exactly what drives us at Intech Consultant, where our global experts help businesses grow, innovate, and transform. Don't forget to subscribe, share this episode, and visit intechconsultant.com to learn more. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Until then, keep pushing your journey ahead.